Hey, it's Milton Daily Homes. Chuck here. 9 properties today, and so the first one up is 100 Millside, number 406, 299.9. There's no photos on this one. It's a 2 bedroom, 2 washroom. Maintenance fees are 605, which again you start getting, you figure $300. So my math is roughly between $400 and $500 a month for every $100,000. So assuming you're putting a minimum down payment down, let's say it's sort of $1,200 to $1,400. Then you add the maintenance fees. Okay, so now you're up to sort of $1,800 to $2,000. The taxes are 23, so let's call it 200 for taxes. So there's not many people that generally want to downsize. We have to have a pretty healthy cash flow to carry this one, but it is designed for more mature adult style living, and it's got a great location. And I think the price sometimes seems deceiving. You go, oh, $299, I live in a $450 home. Well, when you actually do the math, it ends up being quite a bit per month. 2 parking spots, which is a nice thing in this building too. And I really like it. It's been very well kept. There's not many buildings anywhere in the GTA that I've seen that were built at the same time that are kept as well as that building. Like they have like a garden committee, like that's how cool the building is. It's in fantastic shape. So Ambrose is the next one at 359.9, and so I believe it's a Hillsview End model. It looks like it when you look in the pictures. So when you walk in, you're in the hallway, and there's kind of a cherry colored floor, and then just to the left hand side there's the dining. Nice light fixture, California shutters. And then you get into there's some more cherry floors, pot lights in here, California shutters there. And then so it kind of L shapes around. That's the other view. The dining room would be just over to the far right in this shot. There's your kitchen. Looks like granite countertops. I mean, what more can you say? I mean, the cherry floor sometimes loses people compared to like more of a brown color, but I still think that this home is just loaded with features. It's on a standard size lot, 359. It's probably going to fly. Once you cross 450, or sorry, 350, it's in a slightly different category. There's not quite that feeding frenzy, but it's still a very active price range. 123 Homes is at 379.9, and so now we're talking about a townhouse much larger. Immediate possession, so you walk in the front, you've got the separate living dining. This photo makes it look really narrow, but I have a feeling, well, it's not huge, but I mean, I think it would be a little bit wider than how it looks. There's your family room with a fireplace. Open concept, so you've got this that opens up, and then you've got the family room just off to the side here. Nice color cabinets. Looks like a kind of a stone mantle that they put in. A lot of stuff going on in that photo, but it's a kid's room. I mean, it'd be nice if they kind of neutralized it, showed that it could be used for, more like, so someone could imagine, like, let's say if they had a girl, let's say they could put some furniture in there. There's your bathroom, fully fenced too. So you're looking at this one here. I don't know how big it is. I wish they had to put the square footage. It's not a mandatory field, but we know it's more than 1,500 square feet. The rooms all look good. So I'm guessing 17, 18. And you've got the laundry on the second floor too. So it's a pretty good size. Jervis, 379. This looks like the same home as the one that's at 359 on Ambrose. And 108 a regular lot. So I don't know what that means. If it's 108 in the back, I doubt it. That would be 4 times bigger than the front. But it's on a pie-shaped lot. When we look in here, we've got hardwood floor, we've got stainless steel appliances. Beyond there, it's hard to say. I mean, I think that for the lot, you can usually count on premium lots of this size, right? If it's a half decent one, let's say double as wide in the back as it is in the front, maybe $10,000, $15,000, and then you've got the central air conditioning that's not there. So between the two, I mean, if I wasn't set on a lot, I think Ambrose represents better value. Coates is at 429.9, and so you've got this nice interlock driveway here, all brick house. It's competing against Babcock, which we profiled yesterday, that has more of a siding on the outside. Both have some landscaping. Nice sort of neutral colored hardwood floors. They've upgraded the kitchen cabinets. They put a backsplash in. Undermounted sink here. You've got, it looks like an upgraded counter. It's hard to tell from these pictures. And pretty good to me. Upgraded the vanity, put a glass door on here. So there's a lot of little things that they've done in this home. They've even changed the taps on the bathtub here. So I do like this one. I think it has a lot of value. And at 429, I think it'll probably sell before that one on Babcock. But nice looking home. So Britannia is at 457. And so it's on the south side of Britannia between 5th and 6th lines. So we're talking generally between Trafalgar and Highway 25. 150 by 150 foot lot. Now, you back onto, looks like farmland there. There's an aerial shot, and then you've got some nice, that looks like, almost like a laminate floor. It could be hardwood. Open concept, L shape. You've got all these shots that are taken from up high, and it feels like that's what I look at. If I'm 6'4", that's what the world looks like to me. And so single car garage, a lot of transition happening in this neighborhood. Like, you want to definitely watch out and say what's going to be built. How is the widening of Britannia going to affect me? So there's a lot of factors there. Then you can also look at it and say if there's development happening, and most of it's happening north of Britannia, but what is the future plan 10, 20 years down the road? Does it make sense to lock into this property from a long-term perspective? 20 years from now, are you confident it's going to double or perhaps even triple in value? That's a real possibility. So there's that one there. Electric baseboard heat on this home. Chandler is at 519,888, and pie-shaped lot. You can tell right on the bend where it is. So this is what you see when you walk in the front of the house: hardwood floors, the staircase with the iron pickets. Get to the back of the home, you start seeing family room, kitchen. The photos, those last two photos aren't great, but this is a good shot of the kitchen. Upgrade, but center island, probably movable. You got some pot drawers there, so this is a good looking home. There's your fireplace, California shutters upstairs too. And you got a wood deck. I don't know how big that deck would be, but it looks like you're backing onto some green space here too. So hey, like, this is nice. Very, very nice. That green space is probably the school that we talked about a couple, like, I think maybe Monday or Tuesday. There's a home on Chandler. So that could be the school. Very, very strong chance of that. 519,800 for the house and the lot. If you're willing to live with the school, then we're talking about some serious heat for the price. May 29th is their possession date. And it also says that there's a finished basement here, but there's no room measurements here, and there's no indication I'm seeing in the description of a finished basement. So it could have just been the wrong selection that they made for that basement. Ashford is at 699, and so it kind of looks like a 6-year-old's Lego project, but it's a double car garage, 95 by a 246 foot lot, so maybe about half an acre, let's say. A little bit more than that, maybe 2/3 of an acre. And cool looking home, like, very interesting stuff. The kitchen, I don't know what's over here, if that's a mat or what it is. Lots of pot lights. You've got certainly some upgrades in the not country. It's, I mean, Carlisle's a small town, but look at that there too. So it's got a sunken fireplace room where you can hang out, burn some logs, and just just chat or read a book or whatever. This is a really, I bet you they've had a lot of fun in this home. You've got some trees over to the side there, so this is a nice one here. Anything around Carlisle, Flamborough, you just want to make sure there's a lot of things planned in terms of quarries. You want to do some research about water tables and things like that. And fourth line is the last one, which also has kind of an interesting location. So there's a few of them today that it's like you got to really hit the fast forward button 10 or 15, 20 years from now and say what's coming up. This is just north of Croft. Let me show you where it is. So it's on this side of the road, and you can see Laurier is eventually going to cross with Croft. I mean, there's no doubt about that. You can see it. There started to be some excavation. So what's going here? What's going here? This farm, my understanding is the owner has recently is no longer with us, and so they're looking at eventually selling this land. It's only a matter of time. And so there's a little dog walking park up around here, right in this spot. So My guess, probably some homes, okay, but you just want to make sure. I mean, you don't want to have a 14-story condo right beside your house. Inside the home, again, looks pretty good. You've got crown moldings, you've got some neutral paint colors, a little pond in the back there too. And as of right now, I mean, you'll see some homes off in the distance, but there's nothing immediately around. You've got the range with the nice thick granite countertops. So there it is. So very interesting list. It says about you can accommodate 8 lots. You'd want to check and see how far they've taken that too. Could you actually redevelop this property? Because for this price, it starts to make sense. You divide, the asking price by 8, and that's pretty cheap for lots. So anyhow, we'll see you back tomorrow on Friday with more Milton Daily Homes. We'll have a nice little week roundup, and call me if you have any questions. Last thing, shameless plug once again, miltonbuyerclass.com. Tonight's the registration deadline. Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye.